And hello everyone, welcome to the stream. So, today, actually it's another request, Broken Sword 2. Well, I'm not sure if it has an original number 2 in it. Well, for PlayStation it was 2, when I was playing it. So, this means that today we will be playing the remastered version of it. Because original... Well, I didn't finish it, but I played it and... Mm, come on. Better try to remaster. Well, the first game I played the remaster one. I must say the music sounds like not remastered. A little bit outdated. Well, I mean not the music itself, but the quality of the music. Okay, let me test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing, testing, testing. Alright, alright. I think it's fine. So... why do we have continue if we actually have no save files? Alright. What with FPS? It's like 10 frames per second. Or even less. And this is the remastered version, why
This
it's
must
so...
be the place.
Okay.
Professor Ubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. I wanted to celebrate our reunion, but she had other plans, an appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this.
By the way, if you're losing your conscience, if somebody stuck your head, this usually means... wait a second, what does it mean? I don't know how to say it in English. Anyway, it's very dangerous. You must seek immediately medical help. The question is, why not just to kill him? Why to do all of this? Also, I know that many people don't like this game. Like, it's like downgraded the first game, but... it shouldn't be keys. Let's see what we have. We have Twitter and Facebook. Not this. I believe it's a help screen, this one. So 6 months later. Okay, wait a second, it's what you said. I'm back in Paris. But the meeting lined up with Nico, she wants me to go meet some archaeologist with you, a guy called Professor Ober. By the way, I didn't pay attention to the opening screen. I was checking how the sound was working. I don't know what it's all about, something to do with carvings on a Mayan stone. Truth is, it will be great to see Nick again. Alright. I believe it's not possible to die in this game. Is it? Not sure.
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders while tied to a chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood.
Alright.
Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed.
Oh, what?
But it was a question of survival.
It's
Of course,
a raid?
I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
Thank you very much for the raid. Despite that, it's only an English speaker stream, isn't it? It is. But I just started.
With one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire.
I don't
The
know.
rope was shredded and no possible
I must say
use.
that I don't like point-and-click quests where you have an inventory. So games like Myst or even or Zero Escape, well, Zero Escape has inventory, but it's very limited. You can use everything in the one room where you're situated. Here it will be complicated, so I'll definitely start here. Hello there. Hello everyone. Okay, so why
The rope
didn't...
was shredded and no possible use to me.
So you cannot pick it up. Let's see. What if I actually miss to pick up some item?
That dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end. But this didn't deter me from getting it anyway. It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me
What?
that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away.
Subscription?
Well,
Are you
it
serious?
could be useful.
Really? Oh yeah. It's King Albanos. And you're Team Antanos now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. You love the old quests? Well, despite that I installed something like Remastered edition, it looks pretty like original. I see no difference. Seriously, we got this in our inventory. Despite that I played it when I was a kid in 19th, I was not able to finish it. It was too complicated for me. So I believe I was not even able to exit this room. Not sure. Hey,
It was a pair of red, lace-trimmed panties decorated with a large black satin heart.
are you serious? I do not understand this stuff. Okay, let's read the
I
note.
guess I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Labanau, the history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number.
Oh, I see now.
Labanau figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running.
But I have a question. Why his voice is so quiet for me? Speech volume. Let's raise it. But, okay, you pick it up, but what about the bag
I'd
itself?
already ransacked Nico's handbag, and besides which, the color didn't suit me.
So you just let it scorch here?
It was Nico's lipstick. It wasn't my color, and it reminded me of clowns. It was the poisoned dart which had stunned Nico. I'd never known anything keep her quiet so effectively.
Alright, nothing useful.
Inside, I found a bottle of tequila. Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal.
Oh,
Ew. Disgusting. disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm.
Which worm?
I'd drunk enough of that.
Wait a second, I want to pick it up.
I'd drunk enough of that.
Which worm?
It was a half bottle of tequila.
Alright.
In the drawer was a small decorated pot.
Let's see.
The pot contained a key. It looked like a house key. I wasn't touching that spider goo. Nice couple.
Miserakne.
I had no time to sit around. The projecting bracket had served its purpose. There was nothing else I could do with it.
Let's see, what is on the right? I believe totally nothing, okay. Who actually put in worm into tequila?
I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it.
Why? It's not poisoned.
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
Alright, let's find it.
The cabinet was locked.
Okay, let's use the key if it's possible.
The key was way too large to fit into that tiny keyhole.
Are you kidding me? What about this? What was this?
As I released the lock, something blew the doors open. That cylinder was hot. I couldn't pick it up with my bare hands.
Okay, let's use this process.
The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder. It was a small metal cylinder with a valve at one end. The cabinet was already open.
But what is on the left? Alright, doesn't matter.
The cylinder gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened.
So use it.
Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
Okay, I have a question. Why, in my childhood, I was not able to finish this?
Our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico.
How did they stuck here? It was so easy to do this. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. So, actually, is there any possibilities that I will not pick up? I know this. No. We still use this one to get trusses, so underparts we must get these items as well, so everything's okay, but...
The red and yellow pot had black decorative markings shaped like hands. Weird mutant hands, that is.
Why will we need this?
The house key didn't fit into the keyhole.
What? I still cannot open the door?
I wasn't going to burn myself on that red-hot doorknob, and it wasn't the time for subtlety.
Ah. Okay.
I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two.
So read it.
It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico.
Very strange. This sun and moon eclipses happening like almost every year, almost every 2 years, but every single time they say it's the last time when you see this.
was the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse. Wrapped inside it was another small piece of paper. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic telling machine. The last 5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille.
No, I do need cash. Well, in 90s you might need it.
Much as I disliked him, Labano might be my only hope of finding Nico. Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look, I didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure. Andre? You'd better show, you creep. I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear.
Why is this 2 doors? Okay, let's check this one.
It was locked.
Key.
The house key didn't fit this lock.
So we'll need maybe this door in future.
I unlocked the door. I wasn't looking forward to meeting Labano again, but he was my only link with Nico.
Okay, totally the same scene from the first game. Totally the
There
same
was no
one.
sign of Labano when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him.
Alcoholic.
Oh, garçon.
The
He
what?
ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate.
Alright, let's destroy this cafe, in this case.
I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking.
But why do we need to do this? Okay, let's wait when he will not look. Come on. Come on, drink it.
The man was still looking. The man was still looking.
Okay.
Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was? Ah, yes. I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
Kinda strange that I can hear his speech, both of them speech, only in the left channel.
My girlfriend.
What it is to be young and in love. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Alright, let's talk about wine.
What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
I seriously don't like that everything happens in my left channel. It's so stupid.
Have you ever heard of a Professor Ubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Hello, Artyom. Thank you for good luck, Andrei Punisher. Why did we stop talking?
What do you make of this dart?
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
Alright.
What do you make of this news cutting?
Orphanage supplied fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh! Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
Well, what is good in this game? It has a voiceover, so I don't need to non-stop reading it, like yesterday.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type with an Oedipus complex.
What? How do you know this?
Hey, you got just about everything apart from the ponytail.
Alright, so we just waiting. There's nothing else to do.
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe. Besides, I might miss Labino.
Imagine this, it's too hot to sit inside the cafe. In modern world, when it's too hot outside, you going inside. But in 1990s, I don't know, 7? You must sit outside, because it's hot inside. Can't believe this. Or maybe it's just France and they have no air conditioning still? I don't know.
I had no desire to go down into the sewers.
Okay, let's leave.
I had no place to go except back to Ubie's house. Besides, I didn't want to miss Labino. So I decided to sit tight and wait.
Are you serious? We just need to sit and wait? I can't believe this. It's impossible. There must be something about it.
It was Ubie's bank statement. It was the letter to Nico from that creep Labino. Sickening. The man was still looking.
What should I do? Oh, let's use this maybe?
He wouldn't have wanted that.
Is it?
He wouldn't have wanted that.
What else should I show?
He wouldn't have wanted that.
Nothing. What about this?
He wouldn't have wanted that.
Are you kidding me? What should I do?
I had nothing else I wanted to ask the gendarme. The man was still looking. The man was still looking. The man was still looking.
Maybe I should do something with you?
Hey, you.
Quoi?
I'd like a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
But you already finished, so where's my coffee?
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe.
Idiot. Finally. But
Un café.
you just said that it's hot. Why are you drinking coffee?
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe? I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
Is it?
Please. Don't look at me. I didn't sell it to him.
Oh, very strange.
Do you know a guy called André Labino?
Oui. I know him. What of it?
I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No. I have not seen him today.
Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
Oui. He married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here. The nutty professor and the movie star.
Not a professor.
If Ubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
How did Ubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Why would an eminent public figure like Ubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
Look at this. A poisoned dart.
Ah oui. Sure.
So it will be a joke this
Knocked
dart.
my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
That's all.
Thank you.
Like this clown nose, as I remember, in the first game. Well,
Well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
I wouldn't normally call you, but Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was you that recommended Professor Ubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her, and he tried to kill me.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Ubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
give it to us.
So that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico is from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
Yes, give it to us.
What do you suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Ubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself.
Strange. Yeah, I understand why people didn't like this game, because where is the quest?
Tell me about your friend Ubier.
Just
He's more of
talking
a
non-stop.
professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all.
No, I don't.
Does Ubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
What can you tell me about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Where can I find this guy?
He owns a gallery on the left bank. The Gliese Gallery.
Take a look at this, Andre.
It's a bank statement.
Yeah, Professor Ubier's account. 5 large cash withdrawals in the space of 3 days. All from an automatic teller in Marseille. Suspicious, isn't it?
You're even more crazy than you were before.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
Georgie? Meanwhile, several hundred kilometers away.
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
What did she
Either
say?
you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university would be able to help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough! I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
How can something like this stop you to talk? So stupid. And several kilometers. This means that at least 2 hours passed, but... Really? It was just like, I don't know, 20 minutes? Or less? Okay, we must... No, we must get this
The
option
man
somehow.
was still looking.
I don't know why, but we must.
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that
Oh,
uniform,
please, now?
I commanded respect. Not anymore.
Grab it. Easy. But
I
why?
grabbed the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink.
It's so stupid to steal it.
Excuse me.
What?
Didn't you try to appeal against your dismissal?
There was no point. It was my word against that of the chief inspector. And he was a close friend of the director of the museum I was supposed to be patrolling.
Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
Oh, that's all? Good, 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 good. We are leaving to where?
Now I had another lead. I could either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glee's gallery.
Obviously, gallery.
The Glee's gallery had style and class, but very few customers.
Oh, look at this. He's drinking but not looking. This means we can use this upland? I don't understand why, of course. It's kinda obvious.
I splashed a little absinthe into the glass and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
But why did we do this?
Did you put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. Well, what do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Glee's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
Was it some kind of joke? Do we still have it?
Allow me.
Why? Why? Why did we do this? We just destroyed something very expensive.
I had no possible use for a credit card reader.
So maybe we were not allowed to go there?
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label.
Seriously, I'm doing something, but I don't understand why are we doing this. It has no logic.
Underneath a logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars.
Mars?
The rest of the label was missing. The packing case contained nothing but styrofoam chips.
Okay, and why do we need it? Why?
It was a label bearing the name Condor Transglobal.
It's not even a name. Oh yeah, in English, both of them are name. Okay, let's start talking to... Well, we cannot talk to this man anymore. Kinda sad.
I wasn't going to waste my breath on that drunkard. Hi, girls.
Girls? And where's their response? What was this? That's insane.
What's the joke?
あなたはキレてですね。
He
Okay,
pretending that she's no Japanese, but her pronunciation was so terrible that it was not a
The
Japanese.
pots were protected by a glass case.
Wonderful. Okay, what about you?
Were those pots very valuable?
The pots are insured, but not the shelving. You've no idea how much that cost me. I hope to God Ubier has plenty more of these pots at the docks. If not, I'm ruined.
It was beginning to make sense. Ubier had organized Nico's abduction. Ubier withdrew money from Marseille. Ubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
Nice. And we came here to check on the spot. But how did he connected the spot which we didn't check with Everson? I do not understand. It's so stupid.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
Okay, I must say for sure, this game has a very bad game design. It is bad. How can we save? Just in case. 90% is done already. So in addition, this game is short. So objective opinion already that this game is not good. Because something illogical happened.
The sign read, rightly enough, no entry.
Well, maybe there was some point if I didn't put Arthans inside his glass, but I did it because it was kinda very obvious. A dog?
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be intruder.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just remember, he's a trained attack dog. A killer.
A killer? First of all, we must do something with this dog. Do you have mint? Can you look inside the window? Alright. Wait a second, he's throwing a waste inside the water? What is this, beans? It's not morning.
What time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
I want to know what is this.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of the national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it? Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say. What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
Does number 20 have rabies?
Nah, just a bad attitude. Like I said, he's a trained attack dog. They took him when he was a puppy and messed with his head to make him the way he is.
Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure. They have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
In a month?
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery, and I get a fat backhander.
What?
I was getting
What's
nowhere with the
backhander?
story about being a trucker. Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her, and you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah.
How can I say
Struck
kidnapped
down by an
for
Indian
adult?
with a poisoned dart.
A poison
Abducted,
dart,
okay, but
huh?
kidnapped?
I could tell he didn't believe me. I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert!
This is the dart that the Indian shot at my girlfriend.
Sheesh! That's pretty weird, but I don't see why you'd expect to find her here.
And it was several hundred miles away? Well, kilometers. Why it should be here?
What's cooking?
Beans.
Beans, of course it's
No,
beans.
a man can
I
live
knew.
on nothing but beans.
Not this one. Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible.
Well, it happens only when you eat beans first week, but after this, everything should be okay.
Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
Alright, what should we do
If I
here?
was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice. I gotta go now, but I'll be back.
Can't
Wait a
win.
second, wait a second. As I understand, we saw a dog food here. We must grab it. And there's a hole below there. So we can grab it from below, but he must exit. What is this? Oh, we can block chimney maybe. It's
Ouch.
underpants.
That's hot.
Let's try.
The panties would not have been thick enough to shield this level of heat.
It's kinda sad. Maybe I can find something. Kinda huge trash. What the heck? Wait a second, you just put...
The stick had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook. For hooking boats.
Just put it into his pocket. Gosh.
It was a short wooden-handled boat hook.
Alright, what else? Bottle? And obvious that we must use
The
the
bottle
stick.
was just out of reach. Nothing was going to get me into that water if I could help it.
So let's try. And... I don't know, the game is super easy.
I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock a little.
Looks like this is a bridge that we can destroy.
My arms weren't long enough to reach the platform.
Yeah, so use the stick. Easy. But why?
My arms weren't long enough to reach
I
the platform.
must put something on it. And after this, somebody will fall down. It's either a dog or this man. Okay, let's look inside. But stick is not enough to get this, isn't it?
Not such a good idea.
What about this?
No.
Oh, keys. No. Call?
I couldn't reach the bucket.
What should I do here?
I couldn't reach the door without climbing into the room.
Okay, we cannot climb into the room, but why did we climb? What should I do? Is it even possible to do something right now? I don't know, we just look inside, there's nothing to do at all. Look at the inventory. Definitely cannot use this.
No. I couldn't reach the documents.
Can't reach anything, so what's the point? Oh yeah, we must be able to mix our inventory, I don't know why.
I wasn't convinced that was the right thing to do.
There's nothing to mix.
That was no good.
Oh, dock? Maybe dock.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
Okay, we definitely need the dog food. How can I get it? To get it, we must do something with this man, but what? So many questions. With some kind of timing event? Well, at least I stuck right now. It's kinda good.
Oh no, I learned my lesson.
What you learned?
The bottle was half filled with water.
But
maybe it would cool the cone down enough to touch
Why
it.
is the first time it didn't work? It's kinda strange, isn't it? Okay, let's take it now.
Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney. That chimney looked very exposed without its cone. That chimney looked very exposed without its cone.
Does it really matter?
It was the metal cone I'd taken from the chimney of the watchman's hut.
And why do we need it? We must somehow close this chimney. But I don't understand how. This?
The bottle had blocked the chimney, and the hut was filling up with smoke.
Easy. Okay,
Couldn't reach that far.
so you must go it from below?
Uh,
Okay, let's go back, let's go back. Maybe it's time in event. He's standing on the bridge. Or not. I believe it must be dog. So we're trying to kill the dog? Come on, go inside.
someone had once told me a piece of coal brought you luck.
Don't understand how.
Who was I to argue with irrational superstition? The packet was full of dog biscuits.
Is it about beans? Grab the beans. No?
Baked beans in ketchup.
Hmm? Beach beans? Black? Didn't get it.
Baked beans
Baked
in
beans.
ketchup.
Oh gosh.
Yow! Stove equals heat. Heat equals burn. Burn equals excruciating pain.
What about this coat?
I wouldn't have considered wearing it if it had been the last coat on Earth.
I thought you'll check it.
That mug was a health risk. I decided to leave it where it was. No.
Why do we need this stove?
Nope.
I'm not sure. Can we use... Oh gosh.
Baked beans in ketchup.
Why do we need this though? Maybe it's not related. Switch?
I realized that that wasn't such a good idea.
What else? Well, I can try to use the biscuits already. Let's go now.
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy.
And? Good.
I
Now?
felt a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking. It soon passed.
Oh, wonderful. So he just killed it? No?
As I'd expected, the dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
But it will die anyway. He cannot do this forever. Maybe he can. Hello, anybody, Robber?
What's the problem with the stove?
I don't know. Damn flue seems to be blocked.
Maybe some bird built a nest in the chimney.
Huh?
A gull, maybe, or an albatross.
Albatross my ass. That chimney's too hot. What's wrong with your hand?
In my hand? Oh, friction burns.
Friction burns?
Yeah, I slid down a rope.
You don't want to make a habit of that, pal.
Let me in, and I'll give you this lump of coal.
I got plenty of coal already. You always carry it around in your pocket?
Maybe.
I heard it was lucky.
Superstitious crap. I got a whole bucket of it in here, and it ain't brought me no luck.
Do you recognize this metal cone?
Say,
Okay.
that's just like the Tin Man wore. You know, the Wizard of Oz.
I'd have never taken you for a fan of Dorothy and Toto.
That dumb kid? She ruined the whole damn thing for me, all that singing and stuff. Anyhow, she wasn't even a real kid. They stuffed her in a corset so her titties didn't show.
See you later.
What? He was talking about the movie? I never watched it, and why should I? Alright, now we can go through. Oh, maybe not.
Breaking steel padlocks with my bare hands was a feat I'd never mastered.
Climb it? I don't know, so far the game is very easy. Yet another puzzle, let's save. 25% done. Very interesting. Clamp. Okay, let's check this clamp. Barge.
I decided not to tamper with the clamp. Those jaws looked like it could snap shut at any moment. It was a long way down, too far to jump. The sign looked as if it was firmly attached to the wall. Anyway, I didn't really want it as a souvenir.
How is this working? It's holiday.
I couldn't reach the wheel and couldn't see any point in climbing up to it.
So what is the sound of this key?
This sign also looked firmly attached to the wall.
So what? Door is different color, so this means we can open it. I can go in on top.
The metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan.
Who is this guy? What's going on here?
I wouldn't have been hurt over the din of the fan. I wouldn't have been hurt over the din of the fan.
Okay, so we must stop the fan. Okay, I see, the door is locked.
I couldn't reach the blades of the fan, which was just as well. If I'd stuck my fingers in there, I'd never be able to play guitar again.
I try to cook and watch. Nothing will burn. You just missed when I actually burn this small log house. I blocked the chimney and it was very strange. Okay, we must broke it. What about this? Easy.
That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
Karzak? That must be his boss.
Okay, what should we do?
I decided there was a better way to attract their attention.
We must attract their attention. Why should we attract their attention? Can we...
The boat hook was jammed in the dented fan blades.
What should I do right now?
I decided there was a... no.
We must get inside. Okay, let's go outside. What has changed? Nothing actually. About this window.
The window was jammed shut.
Hmm? Nice. Same things in mounted barrels? How Santa Claus sneaks through the chimney? Says fire? How can Santa Claus sneak into the house if there's no chimney? That's the question number one. Why are we doing this? What's the point of this? Maybe somebody will stand here. Alright, yeah, somebody should stand here. Alright, how can we do this? We must call somebody.
The metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan.
Let's see, what can we do? Maybe not here, let's go down. Well, it's locked from the other side, it's not a lock. It's a deadbolt. You cannot unlock it.
The grill opened from the inside.
Who is it?
You should know me, by the way.
Pizza delivery?
I didn't order pizza.
No? This is the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company, isn't it?
I don't like pizza.
Oh, come on. Everyone likes pizza.
Maybe he was allergic to mozzarella. The grill opened from the inside.
Mozzarella? Some mozzarella? Or what was this? It's from the huge...
Hey, what now?
what was this? Jojo, Bizarre Nation.
Look, This pizza's been paid for. You might as well take it.
I told you, I don't like pizza.
Not even with extra olives?
I hate them.
What?
Olives are the devil's butt nuggets.
What? The only things that I love in pizzas. Also chicken and blah, blah, blah. Onions.
A sturdy chain and padlock hung around the door handles.
Alright, somehow he must stand here and we threw a bottle on him. But how to do this? Right now I don't know.
A sturdy chain and padlock hung around the door handles.
What should it be? Pizza will not work. Maybe we can use something from the video. But I can't see what. What can be used? Anyway, we stopped fun for something, not just to listen to this stupid conversation. Let's check one more time. That's why I don't like inventory, because I don't like to use it.
I decided there was a better way to attract their attention.
Attract their attention. How? First of all, what can I click here?
I decided... I don't...
Yes. We still have a dog food.
I decided there was a... I'd better think this through. The boat hook was jammed in the dented fan blades.
So what? It's jammed.
No, I had to think of something else. I'd better think this through.
If I could throw something...
I decided there was a
But what? Hello, Cesaro. What about its underpants?
I decided there was...
You decided.
That isn't it.
What should be done? We have fun. We have man. We have another man. We have boxes. And why did we stop this fun? There must be something about it.
I decided...
But what? Maybe I should use something on this door. Maybe I should show him something. Like this pepper? No? What about this? No? Nothing is working.
That wouldn't work. Nope.
Why is it so complicated now? Open up.
If you know what's good for you, you'll open this door.
What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay, I'll come out, you creep.
We just need to speak to him 3 times, that's... all. Okay, run, on top. Oh, maybe it's not. Alright. Go to the right, please. Alright. And now simply die. Easy. We just killed this man. Alright, save. 29. Well, if you finish 50%, it will be enough for the day. Man just disappeared.
The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key.
Let me check it. It's like from the clock of some toy.
It was a small brass key.
How can you identify the material? And no PC, look at
Among
this.
the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Coramonte City.
How should it help me? Can you check it
There was
again?
nothing else of any interest on the notice board.
Okay, brass key for this.
It was locked.
Let's try.
The little brass key didn't fit the lock.
Okay, what about boxes?
All the crates were firmly sealed.
Whoa! Don't shoot!
The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me, but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What?
What?
What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad?
Okay, he cannot speak.
Hi, I'm not going to hurt you.
Coramonte.
Is that where you're from? Coramonte City?
Coramonte. Coramonte.
Okay.
Coramonte.
This was the dart you used to knock out my girlfriend. If she's come to any harm, I will count you personally responsible.
Lotte capito fnor.
Is it Spanish? I don't know.
Tell me what you've done with Nico, and I'll share these biscuits with you. I knew it sounded lame, trying to bargain with a box of doggy snacks. Besides, how was he to know how yummy they tasted? Do you know what this is?
Peito. Lotte capito. Inyakot lagoino mutu.
I don't know what this language is.
What does this key unlock?
Huh?
Hey, you're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay?
Okay, I see.
Hey, come back here.
So what? He just disappeared.
The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates.
Okay. In this case, let's check something else.
All the crates were firmly sealed.
There's still some place on the right. Button, it's definitely an elevator. And there's nothing else. Okay, let's press it. I don't know, all the quest games are so easy nowadays. Well, nowadays. In the past, all this stuff was very hard, but now? I do not understand what's so easy.
Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
So we must use something? What is this buzzing noise? It's definitely from the game.
Not such a good idea.
So there's some machine working. Come on, what should I put here?
No, I had to think of something else.
Box? But you're so slow that it should already be closed. Alright.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
We have switch, we have bottom. What about switch? I see. What about bottom?
Nothing happened. That was probably because the elevator was already on this floor.
Who knows? Maybe it's would be some secret. And if you have some holes, it must be something living inside. Let's see. Or not.
I was wrestling with the small crate when I noticed the label on its side. Danger, live content,
As I
do
said.
not drop.
This was kinda obvious. Very obvious.
No chance. Whatever those crates contained, they were heavy. The statue looked way too heavy for me to move.
Seriously, what is this noise?
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall.
Yeah, it's definitely a door.
My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall.
Can you open it?
Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling.
Easy.
Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
But why did he enable light here? To just see this?
A sturdy beam was jammed across the doors. These doors were not going to open.
What about window?
There was no way to open that window.
Finally,
Nico!
buzzing sound disappeared. You have unlocked bonus comic artwork. No need, thank you. Fetish?
Will you look at this? It was a small statue of a kneeling figure in an ornate headdress. The head was hideous, with huge staring eyes set in a decomposing face.
Hey, somebody's marketing Labino dolls.
Maybe we should left here. Let's go outside.
Don't panic. I'll be back in a moment.
Why are we even leaving, by the way? Oh, I actually missed this one.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope.
But I don't have any rope. Oh, I have this, maybe.
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
What?
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
The shot, what? I didn't get it quite.
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
Alright.
The statue looked way too heavy for me to move.
We must move it somehow. What about this?
There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
So you must move the statue. To move the statue, you must use something. Can I feed this animal? No? There must be some control for this. Actually, why are we doing this? Maybe to destroy the door or window? Okay, let's help Nick if it's possible. Come on, talk to me.
Hold still. This might hurt a little.
You have mustaches, of course.
Think yourself lucky you don't have a mustache.
About
They
time.
say it.
You could at least have helped me before grabbing everything you could find.
Not so loud. They'll hear you.
Get these ropes off me right now.
You know, the mood you're in, maybe that's not such a good idea.
Where's Pablo, the big guy?
Out cold. Too much wine doesn't agree with him. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. Untie me this instant.
Okay, why not?
There. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks, George. How on earth did you find me?
I
Easy.
knew Ubier had been in
It was very
Marseille.
easy.
But never mind
It was a
about me.
fast travel
How
from
about
one
you tell me
position to
exactly
another.
what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone.
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oublier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Nico, wait!
Alright, anything in this room that I didn't touch yet? Looks like nothing. And there was window previously? It's a fake window, maybe. Anyway,
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
it was. Wait a second. Elevator goes on top, so we on top floor. There should be nothing here. Alright. Did we get something new? Oh, we get this.
It was the rope the Indian had used to tie Nico to a chair. Boy, what a souvenir.
That's good, that's good. What about this?
It was the strip of masking tape which the big Indian had used to gag Nico.
Masking tape? Maybe we can use the rope here.
It would be much easier to attach the rope to the statue first.
So attach it to the statue first. Come on. Now we can use this?
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue.
Or maybe yeah, it's too short, as I
The
thought.
rope wasn't long enough to reach the pulley.
So I thought we can use this. But he's saying that it's not.
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
What should I do?
It was a flint carving of a grotesque figure with large, evil eyes.
So we have pulley, we have rope, we have statue, we have... You must move it first. What about this tape? I don't know why do we need this tape. No, don't go there. Something is wrong.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope.
So you're grabbing the rope. And doing what? No? You don't know? Gosh. What should I do with this rope?
The rope wasn't long enough to reach the pulley.
Stupid thing. Why can we use
It was a
this?
set of manacles I'd removed from the little Indian's ankles.
Manacles. How can we use manacles? Why it's saying...
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
Where are you going? Oh, maybe we should put it here?
There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
I actually wanted to use the item, not... What about this crate?
I didn't want to risk dropping the crate and releasing its live contents.
So... I cannot see how all this item can help us. We can actually try. That's stupid. Oh, the sound. Okay, let's talk to her.
Okay, tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America. A place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs. Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious?
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? André said he was something of a celebrity.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
No. Yes?
Of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moo knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
Dwarf?
I
No.
found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough. Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him, though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're
Is
still
it?
sore about that poison dart?
Of course I'm sore.
Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, Georges. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir.
Alright, so what should I do? There's no new information. Okay, let's check the door.
These doors were not going to open.
So we must smash the door with a statue. I don't understand why should we move this crate, but... Alright. How can I
There
touch
was no
this
way to open
statue?
that window.
We should somehow raise it a little bit, but how?
The statue looked way too heavy for me to move.
Oh gosh, how? What about the switch again? Maybe turn it off? You don't want to press it? Funny. Did I miss something in this room? And as I can see, nothing. Ah, gosh. Wonderful. Very wonderful. Alright, so boy, rope. He's actually trying to attach this rope to something else. See? He's grabbing this. And rope, pallet, carrier. No. Okay, rope. Crate. Nope. Rope. 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 Statue. I thought he must attach something to the pulley, but I do not understand. Why it's
The
he's
short
saying
chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
the short change. Stop it.
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
But we need to attach it to the rope. No? No. This? Nope. This? Nope. Nothing helps. I don't really know. As I understand, there's a help inside the game. Complete 35. Time 1 hour 25. Characters there controls. It says controls. Moving around the environment. Interacting with the environment and people. The only door is locked, so what can I do? Smash the door. I don't really want to check the puzzle hint. There must be a way. Definitely must smash it, but how can we attach it to the rope? Nothing. Can we mix something?
No, that's wrong. That isn't it at all.
So we actually
It
got
was a
this.
strip of masking tape which the big Indian had used to gag Nico.
Why do we need this tape? How can we use it? How can we use this?
No, that's wrong.
This... I cannot see what can be mixed. Rope must be attached to this. This one.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. It was a pulley attached to a long rail which ran the length of the building. It wasn't much use, though. No rope. There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. The rope was attached around the neck of the statue. The statue looked as if it was Central or South American.
So I didn't
in origin.
know that he actually can say what he say. What about you?
Nico looked well considering her ordeal.
Alright.
It was a hydraulic hand cart. The crate was labeled Danger. Live contents. Do not drop. There were small holes in the top and sides and scratchy noises coming from inside. It was a large crate with no label. The crate bore the familiar logo of Condor Transglobal, but no clues to its contents. It was a device to prevent the elevator doors closing when they were obstructed. It was the light switch. It was the elevator call button. The hidden door led to a secret room.
Doesn't help.
I realized the doors must lead to a loading platform high above the dockside. The window was not designed to open.
Oh, come on. Oh, wonderful. Can you believe that I actually stuck here? Nothing I can do. If I try to talk to you one more time, you will not help me, isn't it?
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Dead end here. There must be something. We somehow must be able to attach the rope to this. But he cannot do this? What am I missing? Attach rope to pulley. It's too short.
The rope wasn't long enough to reach the pulley.
So why do we even need this rope? Gosh. Ooh.
There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
Is there something that we cannot see, but it's on the on the screen? Come on. I have no ideas. I know that we must somehow smash it.
There was no way to open that window.
This door. But how can I touch it?
These doors were not going to open.
Wonderful. So what? Are we going to use the hint? Don't really want to. What about... I don't know. I don't know. Dead end, dead end. The problem is, let's think logically. So, to raise the statue. Oh yeah, I actually thought that this crate is standing on this pallet, but no, it's statue which is standing on this pallet. So we can raise it. So we shouldn't do this manually. To raise it, we must move the crate, but I cannot move the crate because there's another crate with Leon Christian inside. Let's try to use it again.
I didn't want to risk dropping the crate and releasing its live contents.
So how can we move it?
I couldn't move the crate until I'd blocked the light beam with something else.
Something. Oh, wait a second. Tape! Oh gosh, I got it now. Oh my god.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
But why are we moving it? Now we can move this crate. Why cannot you put it on the floor? I don't understand.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics.
What on earth are you doing?
Trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
Of course.
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
Done? Now put it down. And move the statue.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
So we need to help? Come on, I need some help.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Okay, push!
She didn't push at all. But we are on the top floor.
Nice to be working
How
with
will it
you
help
again,
us?
Mr. Stobart.
I don't know. And I stuck again, isn't it? That's a rope.
I thought about hanging from the cable with my bare hands, but it was too far to the other end of the cable to escape that way.
But I will skip myself. What about her?
Nico, I have a great idea.
Like Jackie Chan. And Doc! Doc is still here. Oh gosh. That was hard.
Josh, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, Andre. Give the stone to George.
well, of course. If you say so, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Caramonte City.
Caramonte is in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
A few days later. Yes, the game is pretty straightforward.
Caramonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure.
What is this outfit?
We didn't know what we were
Of
looking
here.
for, but the offices of Condor Trans Global seemed a good place to start.
Your outfit is strange. It's definitely not something you must wear in Central America.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Trans Global.
Alright. There's so many people. Let's save and check the progress. 39. Okay, ship. Mind Corporation. Hut. Guard.
Welcome to Quaramonte.
Thanks. Can we get a cab to the capital?
This is the capital, Quaramonte City.
When's the next ship out of here?
But senor, don't you like our beautiful country?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. It's like a little piece of paradise right here on Earth.
Then why you wanna leave?
I'm just plain homesick.
Like it says in the song.
A word of warning, senor. If you feel like bursting into song, bite your tongue.
Huh?
There are official restrictions on music in Quaramonte.
Very interesting.
How come music is restricted in Quaramonte?
It is part of a great cultural enrichment campaign. Traditional Caramonte music is considered unsuitable for these fast-moving times. Nuestra Señora has decreed that only one category of music is suitable.
What's that?
Easy listening.
What?
We've had enough. We're going back to the ship.
Okay. You show me your brown card?
Huh? What brown card is that?
The official exit visa.
What? Exit visa?
Inside the hut was a chair and a small table.
There's even song in this game. I hope it's not copyrighted.
Hi.
Wanna buy something?
No, not really.
I got cabbages. Buy a cabbage, senor.
I don't think so. I didn't come all this way to buy vegetables. Listen, have you heard of Condor Trans Global?
No. Buy a cabbage. I'll give you a discount on bulk purchases.
I'm not into
Purchases.
cabbages. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Aye, Tetzcatlipoca. Put it away, senor. Tetzcatlipoca brings nothing but evil.
The poor guy was so freaked, he didn't even mention his cabbages.
See ya.
So what about evil? Why is it bad? Evil? Does it mean that it's bad? Hmm?
Hi there. What have you got for sale?
¿Qué?
I said, what have you got? Oh, never mind.
Okay. So it was Spain. Spanish. Spanish language, of course it's not Spain.
Hi. Lovely bread.
¿Qué?
Bread, pain?
Sí, pan.
Maybe I'll come back later when I'm hungry.
This is different song. What is they doing just standing here? Okay, what about you? But I must say, it's kinda strange
Those
to
things are gourds, aren't they?
sell vegetables.
Hey! Mind the footwear, lady.
Look, all these people are agriculture, so they growing vegetables and fruits by themselves, so they consuming them as well. You're selling something on the market because you're selling, for example, to the urban people. There's a city. Oh wait a second, it is a city. Okay, maybe I got it. Oh god. Let's go use it. The poster. Let's give you a card. Let's remember it should do something. No?
What was that? It's a lump of lucky coal. A coal? I would have preferred chocolate. Any flavor, so long as it hasn't got marzipan in it. God, I hate marzipan. You can talk. I mean, you're a talking goat. Keep your voice down. This is between you and me, right? Well, I guess so. I mean it. You tell anyone you've spoken to me.
That's right.
And you'll be cursed.
I actually talked to it. Can I do it one more time? It will be the same conversation. That was all? Okay.
In Quaramonte, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense.
Okay, let's defense it. No? Where is it? What is this?
It was the black obsidian stone which had been
Of
sent to
course.
Miko. One side bore a grotesque image of a dog's head. The other was blank.
Alright. I'm not maybe ready to go inside. Let's speak to them. Talking horse.
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
So what did he do?
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Quaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive.
They got some of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
Would either of you guys care for a biscuit?
A dog biscuit, senor?
Are you trying to insult us?
No, really. They're good.
We'll take your word for it.
Have you any idea what this is?
No, senor.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying the thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
Sure, it's Tezcatlipoca. But it's only a little carving.
It brings death, senor. Death and destruction.
As you say?
Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here, at the docks.
Pretty distant time.
What was the ship with the Condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Do you guys know anything about a total eclipse?
What is it?
It's like when the sun is hidden by the moon.
It's crazy.
My cousin Alfredo swears he saw it happen once. But that was after he stupidly consumed a cocktail of peyote and antibiotics.
It's kinda strange because sun eclipse, for me, are very common. I'm watching them, well, at least every 5 years. At least, and say definitely older than 5 years. Maybe in Central America it's something rare, but I don't know. It can be. This is tourist, no? No, it's sailor. Very strange sailor.
Do you have crabs?
No,
Bucket.
only fish.
Nice fish.
Thanks.
If by some remote chance I ever need a fish, I'll be back. Do you recognize this statue?
Si, senor. It is very, very bad luck. That is Tezcatlipoca, the Night Hunter.
I know, but I don't believe in luck, good or bad.
You may not now, but you will.
The guy looked scared out of his wits.
Go away.
Get away. As you learned yesterday, suspicious is
George Stobart, well of all...
controlling stuff.
Mrs. Henderson.
By
Boy,
government.
this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an Army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged.
And where's your husband?
Is Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why?
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoil sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
Well, with pictures. I hate taking pictures.
Is Dwayne
It's
still
not
working for
something
the CIA?
very special.
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywhere is the market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the great design, George.
What do you make of this stone?
But what can you buy
Oh,
here?
that's pretty.
Everything's useless.
What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Well, it sure is cute.
I was surprised she didn't ask me where she could buy one.
By the way, it's saying Policia. In Spanish, I
What does
believe.
this mean to you, Pearl?
What cute little feathers. Why, if you had 2 of those, they'd sure make nice earrings.
This isn't intended for frivolous personal adornment, Pearl. It's a dart, tipped with a fast-acting, muscle-numbing poison.
Pardon me, I stand corrected, honey.
Sometimes I got the feeling that communication with Pearl was like sending signals out into space. Maybe, if you waited long enough, you'd get an intelligent answer back. But it was a long shot. What do you make of this statue, Pearl?
Hoo-wee, that's a spitting image of Dwayne's brother Sheridan.
What?
A little less body hair, maybe, but it's him all right.
Take a look at this news cutting, Pearl.
You'll have to read it to me, George. I left my specs in a gay bar in Santa Barbara.
What?
Well, it's about an eclipse of the sun, which is due to occur in a few weeks' time.
You'd think the government would warn us about these kind of things.
It's not dangerous or anything.
apparently, the best place to view the eclipse is right here in Quaramonte.
Oh, my.
She didn't appear to be the slightest bit interested.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Strange woman. Okay, we can go there, we can go here, we can go inside. What is on the right? We still didn't stuck here. Is it your husband? You're doing?
Hi, I'm George Stobart. What can you tell me about the mining company?
The general closed down one of their mines after the explosion. Lots of folks lost their lives. I was lucky. I only lost my legs.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
That's obsidian. It's a volcanic rock which has cooled so fast that...
Yeah, look, I'm not interested in geology.
I believe in this
You're
country.
not. I suppose you want to know about the carved picture on it.
That's right.
Then the guy you should talk to is the professor. He was here a while ago.
I believe in this country, losing your legs is the same as losing your life. How can you work?
Do you know what this statue represents?
Should do. I used to carve things like that to sell to tourists. But it scared people around here, so I stopped.
Do you recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought. Did you see the ship with the Condor flag?
No.
But the dock is just the other side of the square.
Might as well be the other side of the moon.
Have you heard about the eclipse of the sun?
Sure, I'm having a
But I
party
saw
to
the other
celebrate
side of the
it.
moon.
Drop by.
Really?
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
What do you think of these panties?
Awesome. You wear them?
No. Someone sent them to my girlfriend.
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful? Alright. If you talk to him, maybe you'll leave it? Or let's change the
Stealing
truck.
trucks wasn't my style.
But I don't want to leave yet. Actually.
It was Pearl's husband, Dwayne. Hey, Mr. Anderson. Good to see you again.
Do I know you, son?
George Stobart, remember? In Syria? I sold you a statue.
I remember that. Pearl was mighty vexed when the paint came off.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll give you back the $50.
No, you suckered me fair and square.
Good to hear.
Are you still working for... you know who?
You know I can't talk about my work, George. That's between me and Uncle Sam.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the man behind Condor, and the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, if we ever had kids, I would have wanted a boy like George. But I underestimated you, son.
Is it?
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been in prison just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
And so, why is it so bad?
What's the real
Can be
reason the
strange.
musician was imprisoned?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
I spoke to Pearl earlier.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a kind of falling out?
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
Why did you bring a huge truck like that?
George. I'm on a top-secret classified mission for Uncle Sam. This truck is a rolling bomb. 400 pounds of nitrate fertilizer with a plastique initiator. They'll hear the bang in China. Gee, I'm really looking forward to this.
Would you like a biscuit, Dwayne?
Oh no, those gourmet dog snacks bring me out in a rash.
You've tried them?
They were on special offer. Pearl
By
bought
the
a
way,
whole
is it
crate.
safe
When I
to
asked her
eat
if she was thinking
dog's
of
pig's
keeping a
meat?
dog too, she just laughed.
Would you like to borrow my lucky piece of coal, Dwayne?
What's so lucky about it?
Well, we made it to Quaramonte in one piece.
When you've been here a few days, you won't look on that as luck.
Do you know anything about a shipping company called Condor Transglobal?
Sure I do. You have to get up pretty early to catch Dwayne with his pants down.
What? You beat me to it?
Condor Transglobal is all wound up. Seems like my investigations scared them off.
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No, a guy we knew in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then.
Why do you keep
Why are
telling
you
it,
looking
Sam?
at me like that, George?
Forget it.
Alright, so there's at least 3 different places that you can check. This police office. But I'm going maybe to the other part of the city. We need more puzzles. Seriously. And it was just a shortcut. Can't you believe this? I cannot. Pretty slow shortcut. Okay, maybe let's go to the trading company. Mine company.
Hey, Nico!
No air conditioner. Of course. People can survive here. I don't understand about who is living there, but
Hola,
definitely not
señora.
you.
Hi. We were wondering...
I was talking to the lady, Chico.
So what?
Hi.
She was not talking to
My
you?
name is Nicole Collard.
Concha Garcia. How can I help you, sister?
The corporation I represent is considering a major investment in Quaramonte. Your advice, as the head of an obviously successful concern, is precisely what I'm after. My assistant, Mr. Stobart, has a few questions he'd like to ask you.
Few questions. What about this?
Would you be interested in these panties? They look about your size.
Is that your best line, Chico?
I'm serious. They were an unwanted gift.
Put them away before you get overexcited.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you like a smack in the mouth, Chico?
Does this stone mean anything to you?
I think it is a spirit stone carved by a Mayan priest, no? I don't know which of their many gods it represents.
You should?
Can you tell me anything about this statue?
It is Tezcatlipoca, the god of death and pestilence. That fetish would be considered by many to be a bad omen.
To them.
You see this? It's my lucky piece of coal.
What's so lucky about it?
I'm not sure yet.
What is
Nice
this?
buns.
What the heck is going on?
Have you heard about the forthcoming eclipse?
I don't take much interest in things like that. One of the boys might know about it.
Do Do you recognize the icon on this label?
Condor Transglobal.
Did the company operate here in Caramonte?
Yes, they ran an old container ship, the Mayan Princess.
Do you know who owned Condor Transglobal?
I have no idea.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine closed down for good.
Do you have any evidence that the mine was sabotaged?
Not yet, but I'll get to the bottom of it. There'd been trouble at that mine for several months. The workforce was getting smaller every day. Someone had started a rumor among the men that the mine was cursed. Now the entire operation has been closed down.
Where's the site of the mine?
Several days upriver at a remote area known as Teoculcan.
Is it so? Oh, we still have people to talk to. What about you?
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Cuaramonte City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining Experience, an interactive hands-on tour of one of our deepest mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages.
A tour of a mine.
Well, this is a mining company. What else did you expect?
I expect nothing.
Do you know where I could find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
Do you know anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
How come you're not wearing any pants?
I feel more alert without them. Kind of perky.
And your boss doesn't mind?
She suggested it.
She's pervert. It's a harassment. She must be put into the prison.
Keep out of there. That's where the explosives are stored.
Good, give me some.
I had nothing else to talk about.
Oh, what about you? And?
Are you looking forward to the eclipse of the sun?
Not especially. Are you?
I don't know. I've never seen one. All I know about eclipses is that you
What?
shouldn't try to view them with the naked eye.
Please. Go away and let me get on with my work.
I don't understand how actually people exist that didn't see the eclipse. I mean, not maybe full eclipse, but partial at
Ever heard
least.
of a guy called Karzak?
Can't you see I'm busy? If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
At least they're using computers.
Ever hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
Did you know there's an eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe told me about it. He's having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
It's still out here? Very strange.
Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
No.
Do you know anything about the eclipse?
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I heard it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's in a few weeks' time, isn't it?
Well, it's
9
not.
days.
Thanks.
Alright, what can we do here? I see nothing else except we somehow can take these explosions, but I don't know how we can talk to Nico as well. Okay, let's talk to her.
Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely?
So what?
You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something? Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, Georges?
Sure, they're great. Guess what this is? Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be. How did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
Take a look at this.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Ubier's house.
Apparently, it's only visible from Central America.
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu! Where did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house.
Come on, ask him.
Do you have any
About it.
theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh.
Alright, so there's nothing else to do. Is it? It is. I think we must somehow get the explosives, but... well... maybe not now. And nobody actually afraid here of bugs of any bugs. They have no windows. It's very puzzles me. Okay, there's only one last place left.
Hey, Nico!
What? Oh, of course. Security cameras?
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor.
She looks like from JoJo anime.
With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavations. Ah, I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really
It was
no need to
General?
make a martyr out of that man.
In this case, he's like from some Metal Gear game.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Senor. Welcome to Quarmonte.
Thanks. My name's George Stobart from California.
But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
Okay, this buzzing sound comes from the right, so it must be... fun, of course.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, General.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
No. No, I never heard of him.
Why?
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier. A visitor, senor, like yourself.
Ubier?
Did you say Ubier?
Si, senor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
But you must know him.
What's Ubier doing in Quaramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, senor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, senor. Quaramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour, when he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Quaramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Yes.
Why not? It happened in your country.
I agree.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
We've had enough of Quaramonte and we want out.
Am I stopping you?
The guy at the docks tells me I need an exit visa.
Ask Ronaldo. He'll make the arrangements. That's what he's here for.
Would you like a biscuit?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Senor Stobart.
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso.
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
I told you. I never heard of the guy.
So you wanted this?
Now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
The lady at the mining company told us a ship belonging to Condor was here recently.
Conchita Garcia is crazy. If there had been a ship, do you think I wouldn't have noticed?
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quaramonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with
But you know
anything
Karzak.
called Condor. Whoever he is.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in Quaramonte?
Of course, senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
When there was only enough money for the voices of the main characters?
Do you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
I'll be back.
Didn't like his voice? Can we check this monitor? Whoa, what? Wait a second, is it stopped?
It was
Market?
a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game
How, it was
displayed
a
on it.
game?
I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games. The safe was undoubtedly locked. I decided to leave the television switched on.
Papers?
I had no need for junk mail, especially someone else's.
So, what can we do? The last person left. Is he? Oh, we can go into the prison, of course. Okay.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
I'd like to visit your prisoner.
Condemned prisoners aren't allowed visitors.
Condemned?
To death. He is to be executed. Knowing my luck, I will probably have to shoot him myself.
Amnesty International is going to hear about this. I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Si, senor, he was.
And that carries the death penalty?
No. You think we're crazy? While being questioned, he confessed to being an anti-government agent.
Are there any ancient pyramids near Quaramonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect. Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can't. The General would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
I'm trying to get out of Quaramonte.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd be able to buy back half my family.
Never mind them. What about my visa?
We don't take visa.
I didn't ask if you take a visa. I want you to give me a visa.
I can't help you, senor. I don't understand these things.
What? But everyone says that you must provide us a brown card or what?
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor. But I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the General catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
Do you recognize this statue?
Tezcatlipoca. The night wind. Take it away, senor. That stone is cursed.
It's not.
You know anything about this eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
Alright, so what should I do? We did everything we could, except we
I
can go
wasn't
into
going to
prison.
try investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
We must get rid of the general. Why cannot click on you?
I wasn't going to try.
Oh, chart?
Senor. Leave that chart alone.
There must be a way, but why cannot talk to Nika? It's some kind of bug?
A gloomy passage led to the rear of the building. A safe was tucked under the desk. It was General Graciento, Quaramonte's reigning slime ball.
Okay, if we... I'm the police station, what next? I don't know what next. You must do something here, you want to say? We definitely must get rid of this general, but how?
Do you have a map of Quaramonte?
A map? I'm sorry, senor, but I don't.
What about the one on the wall?
Ah, that is an archaeological survey map, senor. Not suitable for tourists.
I'll be back.
Sure did. Oh.
The filing cabinet was probably locked.
Huh.
I wasn't going to try investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
Maybe you should do something outside.
I had nothing else I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, maybe you should drag his attention from outside.
That man we saw talking to the general was Ubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Ubier, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe
Yes.
the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Quaramonte.
That is.
A safe was tucked under the desk.
But he must get rid of the general. What can I do outside? Maybe they can...
Why did you show him the stone?
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the general didn't want us to see it. You came on a little strong with the general.
I was merely flattering his ego, Georges. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot.
By the way, I read many articles about gaming monitors, and all of them state that for 32 inches, Full HD is not enough. You must play like at least in 1440p or in higher 4K. But problem is, there's no video card that exists that can provide us at least 120 FPS for the current gen games, like Cyberpunk for example. Even for Full HD. Got? Let's check. Nothing. And in general, there will be a new card release, RTX 3090 Ti, but I still think it will be not perfect. Can try this again, but nope, nothing. So maybe Ben can help us. I don't know, seriously.
Tell me about the general. You know, the guy in charge around here.
We don't want to talk about him, senor.
How come? No one can hear you. Well, only that old goat.
In Quaramonte, we have a saying. Don't tell your old goat what you don't want your wife to know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You don't know. Maybe you can help us.
Have you met the guy who calls himself the General?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so. He wears a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen.
Doesn't really matter.
I hear you drove all the way to Quaramonte. In a truck.
That's right. You would not believe the state of some of those roads. Makes me downright sad to think there's still some places you can't reach in an automobile. In this day and age, you'd think there'd be decent highways just about anywhere folk choose to go.
Did you know that the truck was full of explosives?
Well, Whatever gave you that idea, as if I couldn't guess?
Your husband. He was exaggerating, wasn't he?
Sometimes I wonder how I'm gonna cope with Dwayne's over-fertile imagination.
Catch you later, Pearl.
No help at all. Oh yeah, fell window.
The cell was vacant. There was a forlorn-looking guy asleep on the floor of the jail. It was Miguel, the pipe player. Hey, Miguel! He didn't hear me.
And you? Why are you standing here? No? You must throw something inside. I wasn't sure that I must throw something inside. But as I can see, it's useless. Let's talk to you. Or beer or something.
Professor Oubier?
Oubier.
Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
Wow, okay.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Kazak, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Oh, why?
Tell me about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
But we must.
Maybe you don't, but I do. Why was she known as the Little Dachshund?
It was just a silly pet name I used to call her. Somehow some damned reporter found out.
What do you know about my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
Wow.
Have you ever employed a Central American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things. Can you tell me anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
That's my business.
How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale. Can you identify this statue, Professor?
Oh, yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror. There.
It is smoking mirror, finally.
In his left hand, the Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men. He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims, and victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see it.
All right.
Do you see this label?
Yes. It refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here, to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris. Beyond that, I have no connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Do you know anything about this eclipse, Professor?
Of course. It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
What's your interest in the eclipse, Professor?
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History's my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Is it?
Does the eclipse have some special significance for you?
For me? No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The fifth is the final age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
Take a look at this, Professor. What have you got to say about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that.
How do you explain these withdrawals?
I left my financial affairs in the hands of my secretary.
Including the withdrawal of funds in cash from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same
Should we trust him?
plot.
What plot?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. So what? There's nothing left to do.
Do you think the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
So the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
La Presidenta? What? La Presidenta.
Why don't you want the general at your party?
Because if he comes, he'll bring those damned music albums from the 70s.
I didn't know that he didn't want him for the party, but okay. Oh, what should I do? Talk to everyone again about this general? Maybe in mine company? No puzzles, just waste of time.
I had no more to talk to her about.
Okay, what about those people?
Go away.
Oh, very nice.
Do you have to spit like that?
See. You think I want to swallow that crap?
What I mean is, it can't be doing your business any good. I'm sure you'd sell a lot more gourds if you didn't.
Nobody ever complained before.
Okay, I can see
I'm complaining
not
now.
getting through. Do you recognize this statue?
Por Dios, put it away. You will bring bad luck to Quaramonte.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't put it away. Of course. Actually need a hand here, like an Alone in the
That guy
Dark.
just didn't look like he was gonna help me.
You change your mind. You want to buy cabbages after all. How
Nope.
many you want? 2? 3?
0.
None.
Don't come crying to me if you die of scurvy.
Of what?
He wasn't gonna be any help.
Let's go to the excavation site, that's for
Nuestra
sure.
Senora is La Presidenta, right?
Si, senor. The First Lady of Quaramonte.
I guess that's her picture I've seen on the posters, huh?
That's her. Quite a looker, no?
If you like big, middle-aged military women.
Si, senor. I do.
What?
So, what has La Presidenta done for this country, apart from emasculating its music?
Take a look around you, senor. The splendid docks, the walk-in shopping mall. But
Where's
most
the
of
mall?
all, she has brought prosperity.
This is
Where?
more?
For the first time in the history of Quaramonte, we have an export trade.
But is it good? It is not.
Inside the hut was a chair and a small table.
Okay, let's go into mine company. It's not a puzzle, it's you just must figure it out. Who should talk to? About what? Definitely should do something with this portrait. Oh yeah! We can spoil it and General will go and try to recovery to something?
Do you know Professor Ubier?
Yes. I understand he is about to embark on an archaeological expedition. He hired some equipment from me earlier today.
I overheard him talking to the general. I think they're working together.
What? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have hired out the equipment. Now, why would the general be interested in an archaeologist?
Who knows?
I had nothing else to talk about.
What about you?
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the guy.
What about this? Because we can't open.
Hey!
Alright, I believe it must be a poster. So,
Stay out of that cupboard.
let's go outside. Let's try to do something with it.
In Quaramonte, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense. It was a portrait of La Presidenta.
Alright, what about this? No. But why no? It would be logical, isn't it? But how? I need to see the chart and get to the prison cells. How do I get rid of the general? I thought you must do something with poster.
In Quaramonte, defacing a poster.
But how? I cannot do anything. That's very stupid. Because if I think it's logical, isn't it?
Hey, Nico!
Let's talk to him, maybe.
I'd asked him all I'd wanted to for now.
Alright. What is the way? What is the way? I need to see the chart and get to the prison cells. How do I get rid of the general? But my suggestion was right. Why is it not working? Ah, I hate this. I seriously hate this. What am I missing? How can we deface the poster? It must be the poster. It must.
You can't leave without an exit visa.
Ah. Poster or music, but no, it cannot be music. Poster more obvious.
I had nothing else to...
Oh. Here it is. Nice stack. Should I use the hint? Should I use the hint?
I had no more to...
Let's check this. Return to Paris. Oh, okay. A clue. Oh, so there's nothing here. Definitely something is
There was a forlorn-looking guy
outside.
asleep on the floor of the jail. It was Miguel, the pipe player. There was a forlorn-looking... It was Miguel.
Oh, Professor is gone.
find any evidence of Condor's drug smuggling operations?
Drugs? Hell no! Condor was a cover for the illegal export of Mayan artifacts.
Is it?
So who was behind Condor Transglobal?
It was registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells Nady, Spanish for nobody.
Is Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George.
So he's really an agent?
How come you brought a truckload of explosives but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work. I left the packing to Pearl, and I can't find a darn thing. Just hope she remembered to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
Okay, so we need a detonator.
I had nothing else.
That we can get from the cupboard. Oh, it's complicated. So now we must draw attention of this woman. And how?
I had nothing more to say.
Why is it so complicated?
There was nothing else.
Okay, let's go inside. Maybe you can ask for it? Who knows? It's not a bomb. It's definitely inside this cupboard.
Do you have any kind of detonating device in stock?
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
I can't simply give you a device like that, not without a damn good reason.
The General has a chart in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe, but I can't get anywhere near it while the General and his sidekick are there.
So?
I had nothing else to talk about.
Give me the detonator.
Hey! Stay out of that cupboard.
Okay, we must get it. We must get it. We need some help. What was this animation?
I guess a mining company must use explosives, right?
Not in the accounts and ledger section, to my knowledge.
Do you know where I could find a detonator?
Sure.
Where's detonator?
The cupboard behind the boss. But she won't let you have it.
I'll use my charm.
This I gotta see.
Detonator. Where is it?
I'm looking for a detonator.
Oh my, that's dangerous. I mean, are you qualified to handle those things? I don't know how you can work with explosives. I'd be too scared of blowing myself up. That's why I work in an office.
But it's inside
Mind
here.
you, clerical duties are not as safe as you might think. You know those things you use to remove staples? You know, staple removers?
Look, I sympathize,
Why
but
do
I've
you
heard
need
enough
to
of
use
this
them?
crap.
If you paper is used, I throw it into the trash bin.
Do you keep detonators in the office?
I don't know. I'm new here. In fact, I started this morning. I don't have a clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Are you familiar with accounting software?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Which package are you using?
It's called Link. The guy who wrote it must be a lunatic. Every time I save a file, it plays a silly tune, and a little cartoon piglet dances across the display.
So what's the problem?
Well, none, I guess. But it's not what I'd expect from a professional accounting package.
Nice. Let's save. Where's this piglet? None, but we finished 41% of this game. And 9 more. And I still have 18 minutes? Oh gosh. We must speed up somehow. Well, I know where the detonator is.
I had nothing else to ask him.
How this? How though? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We must get the detonator. Who should help? Mika? Robin?
Do you know where I could buy a detonator?
Did Dwayne put you up to this by any chance? Oh, I get it. This is to detonate the truckload of explosives, right?
Hey, come on, I was kidding. Did you think I was serious?
I know what you boys are like when you get together and make plans. Dwayne says he could solve all the world's problems if he had enough missiles.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Come on, Nico. You must know something.
Could you distract the General while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah, you'd make a great snake charmer. Come on, 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe.
Okay,
but
here it is.
Your harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
So, we do talking, okay.
My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you, General.
For you, my dear, anything.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story about you.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about your beloved General.
Come on,
Si,
leave it.
Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobart.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Finally we did this. Let's check the chart.
No, 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 Signor.
Not you.
General said nobody must see that chart.
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay.
I'd have to get rid of him.
Why we must constantly get rid of everyone? These cameras.
Would you take my friend to the ruins now the General's gone?
I'd be honored, Signor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
Well, looks kinda obvious now what should we do. But will it work?
I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
Come on.
Listen, sweetie. I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
Finally. But what about cameras?
As Pearl and Ronaldo set out for the ruined pyramid, I prepared to search the police station.
Can we
I
disable
didn't
it?
have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games.
What about
The safe was undoubtedly locked.
What about papers?
I had no need for junk.
Okay, let's check this chart. There's nothing else to do. It's a cameras.
It looked like a geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Quaramonte City.
It's a fake.
About
It
60
didn't work.
miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan.
This Commodore 64 is definitely working. Check the prison now. And what are those cages? This rope.
I'm George Stobart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician, senor. My career is finished.
Going to jail could be the boost your career needed.
Senor, I would rather die than live with this shame.
So that's why they put this rope here.
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Ronaldo strung it up for me to hang myself. Don't cry for me, Senor Stobart. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
But I believe it's too low for you.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Ubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Ubier's boss.
I couldn't reach the noose.
Do we need to?
There was nothing I wanted to talk about. I couldn't reach.
You could not reach. There's nothing else to do. Okay, let's go and grab this detonator. There's nothing else. Now when we know the chart, location of this site, she should help us. I wish there would be something like fast transition like in Myst or Riven, because it takes a lot of time to go back and forth. Riven was long, but this is even longer.
I got a good look at that chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Ubier is heading?
Yeah, a place called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Ubier's plans. One thing's for sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good. I'd like to talk to that musician Miguel. Take the detonator and get him out of that jail.
Finally. It's about time. 10 minutes left. Tomorrow is working day. How do you know how it looks like? For example, myself, I don't know. And how did you know that we can use it to save this guy? It's very strange. Come on, faster.
Here is the detonator, Dwayne.
Keep your voice down, George. You want everyone to know. You'd best go and warn Miguel that the U.S. cavalry's on the way.
Okay.
US cavalry. Another backtracking, come on. Come on.
Miguel,
What is it? What is happening?
we're getting out of here.
Who's we? They've sent the Delta Force?
Nope.
The Impossible Missions Force?
Don't make me sick. Much better.
Who then?
A retired greetings card salesman from Ohio.
I'm doomed.
From Ohio. Oh, what?
You're not the only one.
I should have known you'd be trouble the moment I saw you.
Look, I can explain everything.
Get in that cell, now.
And what if I refuse?
He'll shoot you.
Okay, here I am, going quietly into the cell.
Very wise, not Americano scum.
One of the reasons I hate guns so much is the way they make people so damned impolite.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation, Senor Stobart.
Go polish your weapon, Ronaldo.
This was part of your plan, right?
Well, in a manner of speaking, no. I was all out of ideas. It was up to Nico now.
What?
So, here we are.
You've changed.
I thought I would slip into something more comfortable.
The stench of cheap cologne rolled over me like tear gas.
So, what do you want to know about me? Ask and I will answer. I will deny you nothing.
Well, we still can see the ship, so it's nearby. But what will happen right
I am
now?
a very giving person.
How nice for your friends.
Your eyes are glittering like stars.
His damn cologne was making my eyes water. I was running out of sofa.
As spirited as you are beautiful, I admire that.
As long as he admired it from afar.
Fast. Might be weak. Let's save and see. 45! We need 5 more percent to finish the stream. Television.
I didn't want to watch a lot of tawdry soap operas. On close inspection, I noticed that the swordfish was peppered with machine gun bullet holes. The general was a real sportsman, and no mistake.
It's his mother.
I didn't want the picture.
Tiger skin?
The tiger was beyond help.
Lava lamp?
I didn't want the lava lamp.
Seriously, want simply nothing. And we shouldn't exit. Let's talk to him.
Is that a lava lamp?
Sure, it's more impressive in the dark. I'll close the blinds.
No, don't do that. Not on such a beautiful day.
What the heck is on the TV? Can you see this? Hello, Tim. You know? Let's finish this stream. Just 5 more percent to get 50% of this game. Because we must finish it tomorrow. Well, if not on Tuesday anyway, I must start a request. Simpsons.
I, love your TV.
Oh, yeah, cool, no?
That tiger skin. You didn't kill it yourself, did you?
Alas, no. I had to import a synthetic one from the United States. It is very comfortable to lie on naked.
Unfortunately, I'm allergic to man-made fibers. Big
How's it
fish.
possible?
Catch it yourself?
Catch it. Fishing poles are for children.
Then how did... Are those bullet holes?
2 magazines on full automatic. It put up quite a fight.
Mom, what is going on here?
Nothing, Mom. I was...
I'm in uniform. And when I'm in uniform, It's...
Madame la Presidente, sorry, Madame la Presidente.
Now, what is going on here?
Nothing, Madame la Presidente. I was just showing my friend Nico some of the cool stuff I've got.
Hi.
Good afternoon, señorita. And just what are your intentions toward my son?
Intentions? We were just talking.
Oh, nice. She has good bone structure, Raoul. Has she any brains?
She's a reporter.
Is she? And what sort of questions has she been asking?
I'm a freelance photojournalist. I do lifestyle features.
For what sort of magazines?
National
It's
Geography.
to play down with good bone structure. Haya, lifestyle of the super rich and vainglorious, Envy magazine.
Excellent. Raoul, you've chosen well for a change.
It was pretty obvious who pulled the strings around here. I hope George was making good use of the time I was buying him.
Oh, did you fail?
And when you were in this band of yours, you used to play that song for 2 hours?
Yeah, we were really famous at our college. Still, ours wasn't as good as the original version.
Don't
I have
wear
never heard that song before.
neckties.
Yet I have no doubt that this must be true.
Hey! Psst. Hey, George!
Dwayne Henderson. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Get to the American consul and tell him I've been imprisoned without charge.
Get real, George. He was the previous occupant of that cell you're in. We're gonna have to use good old American know-how to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
That, and this truck full of explosives I've got here.
Dwayne, listen to me. You'll kill all of us.
You're such a naysayer, George. It'll go like clockwork. Negative to negative, it's positive to you gotta get the bare copper wire here. Let me just, damn. Alright, I'll just hook that up. There we go. Okay, just a minute. I've got to get to a safe distance.
What about us?
Quick, Miguel, hit the mattress.
You have strange customs up north.
Here we go.
Too late.
There was no mattress anyway. And?
Are we dead yet?
Horse shit.
What happened to the explosives?
There ain't no explosives. My dumbass supplier must have given me organic fertilizer instead of chemical. All I got here is 400 pounds of lightly fried horse apples.
That's a lovely image, Dwayne. Never mind, I'll think of something.
Cannot believe this. He just failed. 46! Oh gosh! Grab this
I
noose.
couldn't reach the noose.
What do we even have? Nothing good. Door? Nope. Lock? Nope.
The door was locked. I didn't have the key to the lock. I couldn't escape that way. I wasn't going to demean myself by using the bucket until I was desperate.
So what? There's no time.
Listen to me, Miguel. You give me that rope and I'll get us out of here. Is there somewhere you can hide from the General?
Of course. My friends have a boat ready to take me upriver. But how are you going to break out of here with just a short piece of rope?
I'm not sure, but I'll think of something.
Should we combine it with something?
If your plan doesn't work, will you let me hang myself in peace?
No. We can combine it with this statue.
I wasn't convinced that was the right thing to do.
Is it? Is this one?
No, that's wrong.
Okay, you must use it on the door. We must use it on the cell window. Yes.
I had nothing else to ask him. I couldn't escape that way.
To the truck, of course.
I couldn't escape that way.
Wait a second, how should I use it? A rope? To Dwayne.
Hey, Dwayne,
I want you to tie this rope to your truck and then drive forward. I'd had no idea whether this was really going to work, but I'd seen it in a black and white western. Of course, Hopalong was using a horse and Dwayne had a 4-ton truck, but hey, the principle's sound.
Anything you say, George.
You might just
Please
destroy the
forgive my
truck.
mother.
Or rope.
She can be a little difficult.
Oh, my feet. Raoul, propose, you idiot.
Propose.
Don't mind her. She just wants grandchildren.
Don't think I can't hear you, Raoul. I want the worthy successor, and you're not it. Propose now, or I'll do it for you.
Look, Nico, we haven't known each other very long, but... What the hell was that?
I didn't know what was going on, but Georges had to be involved in it somewhere.
We did it? We escaped? I hope.
I ain't gonna say a thing, 'cause that sweet sound of falling masonry says it all.
Quick, senor, the river.
Huh? Wait, what about Nico?
No time. Oh, wait a second.
Georges,
She's
what
right
have
here.
you done? You only had to sneak a look at the chart, and it's turned into World War III.
No time to explain. Come on.
Come on! Time to end this.
Don't move, terrorist scum.
You talking to me, Junior?
Yes, I'm talking to you, fat man. And my name's not Junior.
A word to the wise, Junior. You carry on waving that pea shooter in my face, and the next person who sees it is gonna be your proctologist. Savvy?
General, I am happy to report that I have apprehended the terrorists. You idiot, not them. The other American and the French woman. They're the ones.
Nice. At least they're not arrested? I mean, not Nico. But this fat man, Dwayne. I believe that is definitely 50% of this game.
When I recovered consciousness, I was alone, washed up on the riverbank. My head was aching fiercely, and my mouth tasted like a swamp. But I followed the sound and discovered a treehouse in a nearby clearing.
And let's save here. And let's see, it's 47%. Oh gosh, why? No, I think, despite it's 47 still, I spent 3 hours on the game, we must continue tomorrow. Let's see who can we raid. I did save, isn't it? Okay, one more time. To be 100% sure. Who can we raid? Oh, Paragreen. Of course him. There's no doubt. I don't know what is he playing, but I'm not going to even check. Here we go. Thank you, Benny, Robert, for being here. Thank you, Tim. He's left, of course, for the sub. And I will definitely continue tomorrow, and we'll try to end tomorrow. If not, we'll continue on Wednesday this game. But Tuesday will be Simpsons Hit and Run. It's some kind of GTA, like Vice City, but it's Simpsons. Alright, bye.